Hello and welcome to another video about Master Tempo Pro. After the last two videos, today it is time to talk about the general bus. The general bus, it's a little bit more difficult to explain than all the other buses. It's very straightforward what we do with the other buses. The general bus is sort of like the anything goes bus. So if you need something specific, for example, a multi-band compressor to even out certain things just here and there a little bit, that's some stuff that's in the general bus. Also something like maybe a little bit of saturation here and there, it's also in the general bus. Again, I would like to just jump into a project with you and really show you, and so you can have a listen. All right, so here we are. Last time we looked at the shaping bus, now here we are on the general bus. And what I've pulled up here for this purpose is some of Logic Pro X's own plugins. Again, if you're in a different DAW, it's going to look a little bit different, but it's going to do essentially similar things. It's going to do essentially the same thing. So what we have here is the multipressor, which is a multi-band compressor. Another thing we have here is a console EQ, just like a very broad EQ, just to make some final EQ decisions, and a directional mixer, which can help you define the width of your master. It can be overdone very easily. I just want to put that out there, but sometimes it really does help. All right, let's go through these one by one and see what they do. Let's start with the multi-band compressor. Now, as you can see, all I did really was adjust the threshold of the single bands. In this master, I really don't want to use a multi-band compressor. I don't think I need it, but just to show you what it can do, all you really have to do is adjust the threshold accordingly, and it's going to do its thing. The time constants and everything else is already set accordingly. That's the only thing you really have to do. Again, don't want to use that here. Let's pull up our next element, our EQ. Again, of course, this is all dependent on taste. Here, I just felt like it could use a tiny little bit of mid-range because it is pretty bottom heavy. I don't want to completely take that away because the mixing engineer, of course, put a lot of thought into it as well. But here I felt like half a dB more, and then maybe a dB and a half more of highs. And then the last element, again, in this mix, I don't feel like I need it, but in a lot of modern music, for example, EDM, sometimes it's really helpful just to give your track a little bit of extra width. It can introduce some artifacts here and there. That's why you should be very careful with a directional mixer with a spreader. But yeah, let's listen to it, what it does. Maybe I even like it around 1.1 here, 1.10, but at the end of the day, that's not what I heard when the first time I listened to it, so let's leave it there. Let's also, why not take a look at maybe some FabFilter type? Sure, why not? And as you can see here, what we have is an EQ and a multi-band compressor again. So you can see it's very similar from manufacturer to manufacturer, what it does, what it can do for you in your master. Of course, it's going to look different. That is the bus general. Thank you so much for watching this video on Master Tempo Pro. For all other information, please visit mixedbymarkmozart.com. You can find all the info. You can buy it there. If there's any sales going on, it's all going to be on the website. So just head over to mixedbymarkmozart.com to find out everything about Master Tempo Pro. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in another video.